We are again back in Ferrara. Let's get started. This time, I didn't forget exact change. Anyway, I am back here in Ferrara, Italy, right at the train station, and today we are going to visit the Christmas market. It is still the middle of November, and not even anywhere near what would be considered Christmas time in the States, but here, it is already starting with that Christmas season. That festive holiday cheer is just starting. Even in Rovigo, where I live, they are just starting to put up lights now. They haven't lit them yet, but very soon. I just got onto the bus at the train station here in Ferrara, and we'll be heading off in just a few. We are on our way. All right, we are back here in the center of Ferrara. So this may look familiar to you guys from the last video because this is where I got off the bus stop. And of course, as you know, the castle is just kind of behind me. Apparently there's also another castle, but that's going to be for another video. Like I said in the last video, I'm more interested in seeing the city as it lives, what it is today, rather than what it was in the past. But rather than going through the castle today, we're just going to go around it. And for those of you who've been subscribed to my channel for a little while now, you will know I have already done a number of Christmas market videos here in Italy, but they've all basically been in Alto Adige. And so I was wanting to do a video comparing the Italian Christmas market here in Ferrara with the markets back in Alto Adige. If you would like to see those videos, be sure to check those videos out after this one. You can use this probably more as a little bit of a baseline. The one thing I'm curious about though is that Bolzano is just a little bit smaller as far as population size goes in comparison with Ferrara. Ferrara is supposed to be, I think, 132,000 people, just over, and Bolzano is supposed to be 103,000 people. So I'm curious to see if that will have any effect on the size of the markets, or if because maybe Bolzano is more of a tourist destination, especially for tourists from Germany and Austria, will that have an effect on the situation? So let's check this all out and see where we get. I really love this street here, just the feeling of this street. Nice pedestrian street. Although when I was here the other day, there were some buses that kept driving up and down. I'm sure you saw it in my video, or at least in my Instagram stories. And today is the very first day of the market, the afternoon after. After I recorded my last video, I found out that the market was starting today. Yo, hey man, Cesare.
Nice to meet you.
We were talking on Instagram the other day.
I saw it, I was like, that's the guy from...
yeah, we were talking last night on Instagram. Yeah, I'm actually recording of it. You okay to be in the video? Yeah. So you just got to town.
Yeah, so I flew in from, but I just want to explore the city first.
I was just doing that myself. I just got to Ferrara just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Have you been through the market? Yeah. Just bumped into a wonderful guy named Cesare, a Scottish-Italian guy. You guys saw him in the video. We actually just sat down for a coffee and talked a bit. And we recorded a video. I hope that it will come out next week because he is Scottish-Italian, I'm Italian-American, and he's interested in the subject of Italian citizenship iure sanguinis. If you're interested in hearing another person's perspective on the subject who's also wanting to come to live in Italy, be sure that you are subscribed for that. But I am back where I left off the video. And so now we can get really into showing more of what's here at this Ferrara market. And definitely you can see the difference in the style of the goods that are available. Just like a completely different artistic style. Even some Ferrara magnets. But that's not surprising that the style would be slightly different. But as different as it is, it doesn't have that same kind of German feeling, which is, I have to say, refreshing. I have really nothing against it, but it's nice to see, after having lived in Italy for 2.5 years roughly now, that there is that that it exists, because living in Alto Adige, you really feel that Austrian culture all everywhere around you. So that's why I'm so curious to see the difference between the markets that I'm more familiar with and this market. Already I can see there's a bit of a difference, but that's not the main part of the market. It's not even Christmas time yet, and it's already feeling pretty darn festive. I wonder if the lights will be lit up when it gets dark. I don't think I'll be here long enough to really see that. Oh, and here's the souvenir shop where I stopped last time. But anyway, I'm definitely very curious about all of the yummies and the goodies that they've got, and see what the differences are, what's similar. And it seems as though they're just starting to open up. They're not quite ready quite yet for everything. Some other gift ideas for Christmas. I like this sort of handmade feel that they've got here. Let's see what's this one down here so that we don't miss anything. Very cool. Like, it's clearly different. It's, I mean, first of all, just the people around are speaking in Italian. You don't hear the German being spoken here. But I really love this town. There's just something about this place that's really, it has a feeling here kind of similar a little bit to Bologna, but also Bologna mixed with the feeling of Milan. It doesn't quite feel like either city. It feels like its own thing. Like, definitely it has its own flavor. But the closest places that I could try and attempt to compare it to would definitely be a combination of Milan and Bologna. Oh, of course, because it's an Italian fair, they have to have the sweets. So let's see what kind of sweets they have got. Torrone. One of my favorite things, especially with pistachio. I keep seeing this around. And they have these little mini ones. I think I'm definitely going to get one of these chocolate covered goodies. Questo. Oops. Grazie. Ciao. Alright, very important. Must try this. Like, I mean, that's why you come to an Italian market. You come to, it's called Pampepato di Caro. I keep seeing these at stores all around where I live, and I'm like, what the hell is this? It looks delicious. It's just chocolate covered, so it has to be good, right? Whatever this is, I've been told it's like a very popular, like kind of wintertime Christmas type of little treat. It smells out of this world. It smells amazing. Oh, let's see. I should probably get a few more of these. This is really delicious. Just so you can see inside a little bit. Chocolate covered, and it almost tastes like it's got maybe some sort of fruity taste in there. I'm not sure. But it's very, very, very heavy in that cacao kind of chocolatey flavor. This is Christmas decorations. Everything €1, €3.50, and then the prices go up $18.50, $16.50. Very cool, very detailed. Oh, sandwiches. These are kind of like what I saw at the market just recently in Rovigo. Really good. I may have to get a piadina with like a salsiccia sausage on the inside, because the one that I had in Rovigo, I was like, oh, as soon as I had one of those, I was like, I need another one. But of course you don't want to have two in one sitting. But you want to, you just shouldn't. Maybe I'll come over to the other side once I've been all the way down on this side. Bombardino. It's like a egg liqueur drink, very popular in this time of year. If you warm it up a bit, it kind of tastes like custard a little bit, if I remember correctly. It's been a while since I've had it, but I don't like eggs. I don't really like that kind of flavor, but that's actually pretty good. You know what? They have it here actually for €1 for a €1 shot. Maybe I'll go there and get a little bit. Ciao, un bombardino.
Con la panna? Con la panna? Sì.
Sì.
Sì, se no che bombardino è? Viene brutto?
€1, sì? Grazie. Ciao. I don't generally like to drink, but it's a little bit of a cool night, and this is a warm drink. They put a little bit of whipped cream on top, and it's this yellow drink. It looks like an egg yolk because basically it's an egg yolk liqueur. So, anyway, cheers. Flavor is almost kind of like a custard sort of flavor, and it's so nice on a cool night like this. Just it really warms you up, even just this little bit here. The temperature is hot, but even if it wasn't warmed up, it would still be quite warm. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this up and then show you guys the rest of the market. All right, so now that we've gone there, let's get to the next place. Hats. I might need to come back and check this out because some of you know I very much love hats, but I'm not quite seeing anything here that really totally catches my eye. The market here isn't too big. I would say in comparison with the size of the market in Bolzano, it's probably roughly the same. It would probably be because in Bolzano, it kind of wraps around the main piazza there. Here, it goes up and down the piazza because the piazza here is long. But also in Bolzano, it's in a couple of different locations, like in the park next to the train station, and then on the main piazza, and then it goes up a little bit from there. So it's probably roughly a similar amount of places that you can go to, but in Bolzano, it definitely feels like there's a lot more because everything's like so packed in on itself. But look at these sandwiches. These look amazing. Fresh hot meat. Ooh, that could be dinner tonight. That could definitely be dinner tonight. Uh-oh, I'm seeing pretzels. Does this mean this is a German stand? They've invaded. Although these cheese pretzels look really good. Oh, and they make it into a sandwich with ham and cheese. Tirolese. Yeah, this is where I used to live. It's from, Sud Tirol, where I used to live. Actually, if you see back here, it does say Sud Tirol. Saluti dall'Alto Adige. So this actually is from Alto Adige. The South Tyrolean markets have come here. That's the way it should be. If you get a cannoli that's pre-filled, they sometimes will just be sitting and they get just really soggy and just they're not quite right. And then they have these desserts, little cupcakes, very cute. Definitely, the cute factor is right up there at the top. They've got some more sandwiches with porchetta here. I'm not seeing, like at the last market that I went to in Rovigo, any of those like big giant pork carcasses they slice out the porchetta, but definitely a lot of sandwiches. Some more goodies. These almost look like Sicilian cookies. They probably are. Yeah, probably Sicilian because you have all of the marzipan. Marzipan that looks like a hot dog. Oh, that's cute. Very nice. They've got some dried fruits and nuts. I love these candied fruits when they're inside of a cake are out of this world. Any kind of cake that introduces those, definitely a fan. I feel like it's supposed to be like an old person thing. Old person in air quotes, but definitely something I enjoy. Little salamis and cheeses. A lot to eat here at this market. I would say maybe more food items at this market than the ones up in Alto Adige. Pig hoof. That's interesting. More hats, of course, and scarves. And I just love the setting. Just this, I don't know, I like that this market does feel a lot more wide open than the ones in Alto Adige. Sometimes the ones there can get really crowded and just they feel like you just can't move. There's no space to walk. And like you can't breathe, like everybody's shoulder to shoulder, especially in Bolzano. That one can get really busy. Also Merano, at night, especially on Friday nights, Saturday nights, it can get packed, completely packed. Little cookies, wrapped up cookies and chocolates, sweets. Ain't nothing wrong with that in my book. It's a lot of fun to be able to buy things at a market like this. I feel like when you give the gift, even though the person that receives the gift doesn't get that story, it's just you're able to give that a little bit more. Like you can maybe talk, oh yeah, I was in Italy, I got this at this market, and this outdoor market, and share a little bit of the experience with them. It's nice to be able to share that little story of how you came across an item. Ooh, this looks really good. With potato, with cheese, with olives, with tomatoes, with pesto and cheese, and with onion. Look, oof, that looks really fresh and really, really delicious. My goodness. This is going to be a problem to decide if I'm going to get something or not. I totally should, because I'm here. Why not? I mean, really, here, there are no wrong moves to make when it comes to the food, when it comes to the things to eat. It's all good choices. So I think we've actually seen the whole market, and what a great setting. I mean, just this backdrop. It's wonderful. And so if you're thinking about coming to an Italian Christmas market, this is a place definitely worth checking out. It's fun. It's a good size. I wouldn't say it's huge. I'd say big. Not too big though. Gives you just enough time that you can go out on a nice chilly night, really enjoy that evening out, especially if you're with a loved one. Make a date night out of it. Do a little shopping, go to the market, then go for a little dinner. Definitely will recommend Il Mandolino, La Trattoria, as some of you were correcting me in my last video, that I went to. It was really good. So if you can make a date night out of it, go and have some fun, because it's just enough to see where you're not going to freeze yourself too much, but you'll get some of that nice crisp chilly air. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful, maybe for planning a trip to Italy in the future. And of course, if you would like to see more content like this about moving to Italy, Italian dual citizenship, and living life abroad, please be sure to subscribe with that notification bell turned on. And if you could also give this video a like and share it with your friends, I would very much appreciate that, as it does help out the channel. And of course, if you would like to help make more content like this possible on a monthly basis, you can go to rafaeldifuria.com/Patreon, or to just help out once, you can go to rafaeldifuria.com/support. And for shirts, baby onesies, mugs, and more, like posters, for example, all with Italy-centric designs, you can go to rafaeldifuria.com/NYAG gear, all of which helps to make content like this possible. Thank you for joining me on my journey, and thank you for helping to make content like this possible. It is truly appreciated. And of course, I'm Rafael Di Furia, aka Rafi D is me. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, a great week up ahead of you, and I will see you all next Friday night. Later.